Hi Aquarius, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are having an awesome, beautiful Sunday. Today is January 19th. This is going to be for your January mid month reading, and it's just going to be whatever comes out. I'm doing my oracle spread. I'm using this, which is a cannabis card set, but it's really just about more so we're diving a little bit more deeper into things that we don't know or just are kind of unknown, more of like past the feelings and just the love and all the stuff that we are used to doing. This is more so like internal work, and more spiritual. So that's why I felt like that was something that we could work on this month, especially just because we're still in the beginning of the year. So I've already pulled 4 cards, and the first one would be the Rich Doctor, which is wisdom. Arzuli, which is pay attention. IQ, which is transformation. And higher perception, which is passion. Okay. So with all 4 cards, the Witch Doctor, which is wisdom, which is your first card, represents you as a person of kind of knowing it all, but also being able to trust your sorry, I had to make sure I was on the right page with this one. So it means to trust your intuition. Lately, have you been trusting your intuition and decisions that you've made, things that you have seen, things that you've gone through? Are you trusting are you trusting yourself? Are you trusting your own decisions? Are you guiding yourself properly the way that you should? Because the next card that I got was Azuri, and that means to pay attention. But it's more so to find the balance, but also pay attention to the decisions that you're making. You know, is it more so just on a mental thing, or are you really listening to your intuition as to the decisions that you're making long term? Yes, we want temporary satisfaction on things, but is it going to benefit you in the long run though? Just because right now it may be something that could be beneficial for you right now, but are we looking at things long term? Okay, because we want something that's going to bring us great abundance and peace and harmony, but we don't want to have it where we're in a situation where we're not able to do the things that we need to do, you know. And I think also when it comes to your third card as well, when it comes to transformation, meaning, and that's why I say, are you listening to yourself? Are you paying attention? Because a lot of the times we focus on the things that did work prior to, or that were in the past, and we're not looking at things on a newer perspective, like in a newer perspective. We're looking at, oh yeah, well, that worked, so I can keep doing that. What about giving things grace and being like, hey, like, especially if somebody came in that's new in your life and that's giving you another way to do things that could, you know, be better for your life. Are you looking at that? Are you taking that in? Are you seeing how that could possibly change your life? But not only that, are there other things in your life that you could possibly change that'll be better for you? Um, like, for instance, if you wanted to stop smoking, or you wanted to go to the gym, or, you know, but you don't want to go to the gym. You want to find a different way, another way to exercise. Implement maybe yoga. Find something an activity that you want to do. Say you wanted to start a new channel, but you can't figure it out. What excites you? You know, what do you want to do that's going to make you better? And not only that, try a different way of doing it, possibly. You know, maybe that old way that you were doing things, the old way that you were thinking, maybe that's done with. Maybe it's tired out. Maybe your body or you are just kind of like, I don't want to do that anymore. And that's kind of what this is saying. It's saying, let's get rid of the old way that we used to do things, and let's try and think of a different way of doing things. maybe healthier ways, maybe healthier ways of thinking. Maybe you cursed out people, when you got upset. Maybe actually thinking about what they said. And I'm not saying that that person may have been right the way that they have their approach. Maybe their delivery was all messed up, but just taking the time out to hear them out and not respond. Maybe they don't need a response from you. Maybe they cursed you out and you're used to cursing them out too. Maybe let's take a step back and let's remove ourselves from that a negative approach, and let's be more positive, and let's just ignore them at this point, because of course them being disrespectful to you, two wrongs don't make a right at the end of the day. And I get sometimes you do need to show people, hey, like, no, that's not the way you treat me. And sometimes you can just ignore them and just block them and be done. But in a sense, I understand where you're coming from in that way, just because it's like you have to give people a taste of their own medicine, because maybe they're so used to people just walking out of their lives and just not dealing with them. And I'm that type of person too, and I'm learning how to just be like, you know what, no, I'm not going to stoop down to your level. But I get it though. I get why some people do show people like, nah, I'm going to give you what you give me. However, in this situation, this is stating in any way in the past is to let it, like, don't take that with you. Don't take the past of things that were negative in your life. Don't take how people treated you and now you're going to treat them the same way. No, don't do it. Don't do that. Find a more positive way to better your life, because again, you don't know what those people are going through. But not even just that, it could be health, it could be anything that you felt was just hindering you. Don't bring that into this new cycle that you're going through, because they're trying to transition you from a different path that you were on. And now that you're starting to graduate and you're starting to get better, this is that transformation that you're wanting. You're wanting to let go of the past and past ways that you used to do, and the old ways that used to work. Let's find something a little bit more positive and keep that transformation going, because that's only going to it's only going to open up more doors for you, and allow you to communicate better, allow you to see things better, and just grow as an overall good person at the end of the day. So I definitely feel like that. And I feel like with the higher perception card, and it means to kind of see things differently, but also it means to allow yourself to give to others without looking for something in return. And I get that if you don't have it, don't do it. If you don't have the energy to help anybody, don't help them, because at the end of the day, everybody's not going to help you the way that you want to be helped. And a lot of people start to feel some type of way about that, just because they're like, well, I gave them this and I gave them that and I gave them this. And at first you're not really looking at all of what you're giving, but then you start to see that they're not giving you anything, and that starts to become a problem. So I say, if you can help someone, but help someone unconditionally. Don't help them with conditions, because if that's the case, then don't help them at all. And that's what I say to that. So that ties in with everything that I was saying as far as paying attention and the transformation, because at the end of the day, that could be someone that probably spoke to you in a disrespectful manner, and you were just like, you know what, no, I'm not gonna treat you how you treated me last year. I'm just going to not deal with you and let you know I'm no longer dealing with you, and this is how I'm going to end it, with grace. I don't have to be on that, and I'm gonna leave how that negativity that you were trying to put up on my life and how you were trying to come at me, I'm going to leave that in the past, because that's not me anymore. I would have normally gone off on you, but I'm not doing that anymore. whether it was someone at your job, whether it was someone that you were working with. And I'm not saying that's the situation. I'm just saying in situations that are similar to that, whether it's, you know, you talking to someone, or whether you're just like, you know what, I'm working out, but this isn't working for me and I'm just no longer interested in going to the gym. Again, I keep saying that just because people are trying to transition into a different type of way to get themselves healthier again, you know, besides cooking differently and, you know, doing portions. They're looking a different way outside of just going to the gym. They want to do something a little bit more that's more fun, you know, than being on a machine. So I say do Pilates, do, you know, rock climbing, or, you know, do something outdoors, hiking, whatever it is, be outdoors with nature, you know. And again, if that's another thing, if you're so used to being inside and you're like, yeah, I like my inside, I like being inside. No, try something new. Like, do something else. Be outside, go hiking, be with the nature, go to the beach, whatever the case may be. But it's all about doing something different and trying something different. It's a different perspective, yes, but it's all about trying to know the unknown. Do you know what I mean? In a sense, it's like getting to know the unknown, not being afraid to dive into the unknown, you know? And I get that sometimes it could be a little bit scary, but what's wrong with that? What's wrong with trying something new? What's wrong with seeing if something works and then it ends up working? So that's what I say with you, Aquarius, is to have the confidence in knowing that you got it, number one, and you have the wisdom to do so. And to lock in with yourself and your intuition, but pay attention to things, pay attention to how you're moving, paying attention to things that no longer serve you. Don't do that. Release it, release the past, release things that are no longer working for you, you know. And if there's another way of doing it, try it new, try new things, you know, because that may actually work for you. It's not going to always be the old things that work. Yes, if they do, that's okay, but it may be a little bit slower, you know. But maybe investigating something new, and or doing the research to try something new, and it actually does work out, why not, you know? And giving to people that, you know, really need it, and having unconditional love for other people without it being conditional is always good too, you know, because that just lets you know you are definitely transforming into something else, and you're becoming more mature, and you're becoming more stable. And that's when you become truly you realize what your purpose truly is at that point. I feel like when you're able to just give to someone, and you see that you see that there's a certain limit, and I don't mean not necessarily limit, but I'd say that you're only able to do so much. That's what I say. But it's not conditional. It's you just being able to do what you can. And once that is no longer, then it's no longer. But you did it because at that time you were able to do it. And now that you're not able to do it, and it has nothing to do with them not being able to come through for you, it's just you're not able to do it anymore. And that's okay, because you did it unconditionally. You didn't do it to get something in the back end, you know. And that's something that I'm learning too. I'm learning that as well, that I have to start doing things unconditionally without thinking that I have to receive something too. You know, if I want to do something for you, I'm gonna do it. But just know that it won't be a consistent thing. It's just that at that time I could do it and I did it, you know. So that's gonna be my reading for you for just whatever comes out for mid-January. I'm gonna do a couple more readings after this for mid-January. But I hope that you liked the reading. I hope that you got the message. If it doesn't pertain to you, of course, leave it for the next Aquarius. And then, yeah, I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and we will talk soon, all right? You guys have a wonderful day. Peace.